And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K. Hey, Dave.
Well,
he sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. Look at the 76ers starting group. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Ben Simmons. Somewhat rare now to have two teams that operate so well with their back to the basket.
Interesting to have multiple options down there on the post, and more, Kevin, we're seeing it sometimes not even be the center position. It could be a wing player that on any given night has the physical advantage down there. So defensively, how are these guys going to cope with that? Are there going to be double teams from the bottom, double teams from the top? Are they going to come on the first or second dribble? Let's take a look at that tonight.
A lot of moving parts. Porter kicks to Plumlee.
Right off the bat, dude, every time I get a fucking steal, then I don't actually get the ball.
Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. And Gary Harris, good for 3. Harris has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. Here's the Beast. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. Porter looking it over. Makes it off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Richardson the pass to Quinn. To the wing right side. The Beast knocks down the 3 ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes to Porter. With the fadeaway. Rebound by the 76ers.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Morris outside. The pass to Jokic. Harris outside. Back to Jokic from downtown. He can't get it to go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
It's not often we get to see this matchup.
Together. Last year they split the 2 games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
He's off on the first. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And the second free throw, good.
And the Nuggets franchise still looking for their first trip to the NBA Finals.
How about the franchise making the ABA Finals back in 1976? So it's been quite elusive here in the mountains to get the finals back to Denver. 40 years ago, still looking for that trip.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Richardson kicks to Ennis. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's the Beast. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And it's 9 points for the Beast. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Trailing by 5. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing
told you every fucking time,
was
every play,
lackluster
that's what they're
at
gonna do.
best.
Yeah, and they didn't get like blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. And they could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Porter.
And I'm hitting way too many shots early. See, I'm telling you, every fucking play.
Their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building.
It's literally
in that
scripted
one. They
so
just were
tight to
knocking
take
down
advantage of
threes,
anything
and it
about
was
your
deflating
player.
both for the team and the crowd.
Murray's checked in for the 76ers.
Like, I'm literally 5 minutes in, and I'm already like, fuck this.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing
And I
the
know
whistle. So
some people are going to
chance
say,
at
oh,
the
he's
line
making
for
his
one more.
shots. Yeah, wait. You have a scripted
The 76ers
percentage
shoot
that
a
you're
7
allowed
free
to
throw
shoot.
attempt
And their numbers from the
And
line
so if
last
I shoot
season,
too many
they're
early
good,
and make
just
them,
not
then
great.
the
About
second half of the game, I'll
77%
brick
as a team.
Cork Maz, he's checked.
He's been such a great teammate, Kyle O'Quinn, through the years, and a dependable guy who does not ever really play so far outside of himself to damage the team.
Oh, and just so people don't say shit, I'll put it in zone defense because that would be the what if you were in the actual league, that's what would happen if you had a little bitty guy and the other team started just placing 7-footers on you the entire time. You would just play zone defense and that shit would end really quick. Let me show you what happens when you play zone defense in this fucking game.
Harris passes to Hernan Gomez. Here's Porter. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Porter's
I'm
got
telling
6
you,
points.
I can call it
Just
right
the
now,
height
just so you know I'm not
separation on that
bullshitting.
mid-range jump.
They're going to shoot from the
Excellent
corner
job
every
of taking
fucking play.
advantage.
And they'll be wide open every fucking play.
O'Quinn with it.
Dude, I can't get
Mr.
this guy
Richardson.
off me. Like, I can't get him off me, and so I can't regain my stamina back
5
to
to
actually
shoot.
get away from him. Because he just
Second
sits on
chance
top.
effort, and that'll be 2 free
Because I'm a
throws
shark.
coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The game's literally
It's gonna be a
scripted to
Mason
shut down
He's
whatever
got
it
a
is you
nice
made your
wide
building.
frame, and he stays active on the inside.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. And the first one drops.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line. And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, getting to the line.
He like bumped one set, little step
Here's
past my
Hernan
guy.
Gomez.
Nobody
Good for
covering the
basket.
corner. He's
Starting
able to
off
run right.
1 for 1 with that shot.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Here's the beast. It's good from long range. 14 points for him.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Passes it to Porter. To the left side wing. And there's the pass to Hernan Gomez.
He's trying to switch me
That
off
one
my
goes in.
man. We're in zone,
got his
3-2
second basket
zone.
of
I'm
the
a
night.
point guard at the
Punch,
very top.
counter
Like, what the
punch.
fuck?
Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage
Why would I
in
switch
terms
to
of
that guy?
aggression
Watch him leave
and
him open.
controlling the backcourt.
Like,
Basket is good. The assist from
because
Harris.
your team doesn't know how to play zone either.
5.76.
Doesn't.
Here's the beast. He's got 14. Richardson left side. Feeds it to O'Quinn. And O'Quinn slams it in.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them.
It just
We
feels
come back
fucking
right
right.
after this. Native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning, it was a little bit hard to like express myself.
I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus. And I'm just doing my stuff.
In that unique sense of humor, is a specialty.
Where you can either be a shooter, a finisher, or you can play defense. You can't do any of them together, really.
Has been remarkable.
Not efficiently.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys
And they don't even use the pick anymore. Look at this. They just put the center on me right away. This is what they do. And look, he's stuck to me. I can't get off of him.
Keep plays alive with your activity.
How far out will he guard me?
That's what it's about.
Morris is out there with Gary Harris. Then it's Plumlee.
It's fucking ridiculous, man. And look, it's going to make me guard him too now. Like there's anything I can fucking do.
And O'Quinn sends it back.
O'Quinn demonstrating solid timing there, and that's a pretty vicious rejection.
He just steps right inside of me.
Another shot. Chalk up two there. Morris has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Nuggets.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
I'm stuck to him. I couldn't get over to make that pick. Like, I can't get off his fucking knees, dude. God damn. Why are you just... Oh, my God. They're literally just holding the... I can't get off of him.
Takes a three.
And then once he plays at the end, and we've already fucking lost it, we got to take a stupid-ass shot. Then he fucking releases.
Going to throw himself around.
When I say he locks to me, I'm not saying he's just staying with me. I mean, literally, there's something in the game that, like, locks him to me. Where no matter which way I turn, no matter how fast I do anything, he'll just stay right with me. Even though he shouldn't be able to, because I'm fucking 90 speed and he's a fucking huge. Every one of these guys is gigantic.
The feed to O'Quinn.
Look, see? It locked me to him again. I'm holding out, trying to go out to the three-point line. I can't do it.
He's got his fourth rebound with that last
It's
one.
fucking ridiculous, man.
Harris misses.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D
No.
enough to keep him on.
I can't believe that
The
went
shot's
in.
good from the beast.
Fucking garbage.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. You know, so many great dribblers.
What's funny is what made me actually do this stream is I had started this game before, I actually reset the game for the stream, and I missed my first 10 three-pointers. That's why I restarted the game, and now I come in and fucking stream it and fucking making every one of them.
Harden, Kyrie, Steph Curry, three great names that are...
I swear there's like a rotation, and like the games are like scripted, and it's like a rotation in the script. So like whatever game you play, you might get this script or you might get that script. You might get the script that lets you hit everything. You might get the one that completely shuts you down. It's once again, it unless you make very certain builds, well, I wouldn't even say half, I'd say 99% of the builds in this game are trash. They don't fit the NPC levels, the actual stats that the NPCs have. They all have insane stats compared to 99% of the builds in the game. And then they, on top of that, they script the game to fucking play against whatever your archetype is. It's goddamn horrible. Oh, this, here we go. 3 minutes in the second. Watch, I won't make another shot for a while. And I guess after I called man-to-man, they switched back to zone again. I forgot about that. It's broke. It's actually broke, so like you'll see we're still in zone right now. So like I have to put it in man-to-man again. See how they're lining up? 2 men in the paint. They leave the corners wide open. Because that's how you play fucking zone, right? That's how you play fucking zone. 2K, let's make sure we ban some motherfuckers for cheating at your broke-ass piece of shit game. This makes sense. When you can't even get zone defense. And once again, it goes back to 2-3.
Pass to Porter.
The fucking triple pick, which is not a play you can call in the game.
Puts one up from 19. Good on the jump shot. Morris has got his second bucket tonight.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
And you see how far out he guards me. Like, that was horrible. What the fuck, man? I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if you're covered or not. It's just whether or not it's scripted for that shot to go in. Or why he was losing his stamina just standing there in front of that dude without holding turbo.
He wants to be the one to get them back.
Not who I passed it to. Not who I passed it to at all. I passed it to Embiid for sure. I was holding towards the rim. You know I was, because I was running towards the fucking rim. I literally decided to pass it to somebody else. Watch my fucking feet. I'm holding away from the rim that time. Watch my fucking feet. You can see my feet fucking rotate as I move away from the rim. And of course, nobody plays defense and they get free points. Because that's what always happens on a turnover, by the way, guys. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Instant replay cameras, and they made them so fucking complicated this year because they know how fucked up this game is. Now watch. See my feet come back the other way? I am holding left on the left stick. I'm holding back and left. You can see me take that. I'm going in that juke where I move back outside the three-point line because that's the direction I was fucking holding. It's twice in a row that passes are going to the wrong people. That's not even who I'm aiming. It's not me. It's not fucking I screwed something up or, I've got the controls set all weird or any kind of shit like that. D-fucking fault. D-fucking fault. So it's not me. It's the goddamn game. The game is broke as fuck. Just another goddamn thing that's broken this game.
Nice cold streak, and he sinks the layup. Porter's got it back down to single.
Get out of the fucking way so I can get down here because my team doesn't know how to do anything if I don't fucking start it.
He's got 22. That shot wide open. The Beast's got 25 points.
Oh, terrific move there. I think he may need to check those ankles. It's just left the defender on the ground.
Unbelievable handles. He's got more handles than a six-door limousine. Quickness, body control, all of that on display.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That's what I fucking thought, man. I can't believe they don't whistle him every goddamn play. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when I am on the other point guard, he automatically will go just stand in the paint for like 5 seconds. That's why usually I just leave him. I just let him go because my centers are in there. Really? You gonna go flying every time, dude?
For Joel Embiid, and Murray subbed in for Ben Simmons.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Passes it to Jokic.
I'm telling you, this is scripted for me to make the shots because I'm 7 for fucking 9. There's no reason I'll ever go 7 for 9. I've only got bronze badges. I mean,
starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots.
it's like even when he's doing good, you can't feel good about it because you know your very next game it's going to be the opposite.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's the Beast. Offline with his 3. 4-on-3 break. Porter kicks to Jokic. Out to Harris. Over Richardson. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to put the mic back. I don't want to bitch anymore. I just want to finish this game and be done with this. This is what happens every time I play this game.
A lot of scoring from you in the first half.
It's so easy to spot all
What are
the
you
fuck
guys
ups
doing
right
offensively
away.
that's allowed you to be so successful?
Goddamn same fucking interview.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So
Right. Like, once you get past like 15, 20 games, I wish they'd stop. Especially because with this game, if you're actually playing that long before you just give up on it, you're actually trying to grind. So the last thing you want is all this bullshit. Just slowing you down and slowing you down.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What can you say? Substitution here for Denver. Plumlee.
And of course, usually when you sub in, it gives you that little thing that you can hit triangle and see what the stats are. They don't want to give that to me. They will not give that to me because I guarantee you this guy's got like extreme stats.
Michael Porter comes in for Paul Millsap.
He won't have better shooting.
He's checked in for Will Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Malik Beasley to the right side. Murray with it.
And he'll probably have like an 80
that
plus
ties it up. Murray's got 6.
That's why this build doesn't make any sense. It's because the way they made shooting in this game, you're only allowed to take certain shots.
It did take a lot of energy
and
to
so,
get
like, if you're not
They
wide
didn't
open,
really have
you're
a
not gonna
choice
make
at
no
the
great job.
position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team.
If you're not wide open, you're not going to make
fighting.
it. So, like, you can,
So on the
you can
floor
make
for
shots. I
Philadelphia.
mean, there's plenty of guys who
They
shoot
got
like
Kyle
sharp.
Quinn.
fucking
Murray out there
slashers.
with Harris. Then there's Richard. And it's the
5,
Beast.
And it's because shooting is so fucking
Murray, the pass to Plumlee.
Are you taking
And it's
smart?
Kyle Quinn.
It's not about, like, creating your bullshit.
Here's Richardson. And it's Richardson snapping it down.
I like to see Josh Richardson showing you he can get up and rattle the rim a little bit.
The Nuggets trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Up top, Porter, guarded by Harris. Porter kicks to Plumlee. Just 5 on the clock.
You notice what's the point guard doing? Just sitting down by the paint.
Doesn't go for it.
That's the
Good work
first place he
defensively
goes
by
every
Richardson.
time.
To the inside. That one for 2. And now a 6-point 76ers lead.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
Morris. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got 8 rebounds in this game. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime.
It was a terrific sophomore season for Monte Morris.
I get slowed down my dribble.
The turnover ratio
It slowed
guys
down my fucking
in the
dribble
league. The
because
former
I was facing
Iowa
a
State
center. There's no
Cyclones
way he could
got
save.
a lot of rotation minutes and was huge in the playoffs as
I've
he
done
came
that
in
dribble
as a
move
spark
like
plug
20
off the
times
bench.
already in this game. Like there's no question that was slowed down. Oh, God.
He kicks it
There's
to
no way I
Plumlee.
can fucking stay with him, man.
The shot, no good. The 76ers leading by 8.
That's it. God damn it. I pressed the button like
A good
6
finish at
times.
the rack off the
He
slick
just
feet.
wouldn't fucking pass.
And it's 6 points. Morris Brent, a great success story on a 2-way contract play.
You got to give credit to the Nuggets in the way that they
He's trying to push his way into the hoop. Like he's done the past,
They've
what, 6 fucking
developed
plays?
a lot of minutes there and then come in and be.
I don't care about winning or losing. I care about
being
facing
a success story from that sort of production.
And the 76ers making a change here.
Here we go
Simmons
again.
is
What do you
checked
guess?
in.
They'll try and push past, right? Or they'll set the crazy big ass tag, switch me over to
Morris
center,
against
and guess
Harris.
what?
And finished off.
Every fucking play.
Sledgehammer there. He curbs a 10-0 run by Philadelphia.
Inside, the Beast. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 6th assist on the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle
They're
of
setting it
that
up again.
defense
Center's
and
up
really
top.
scoring
Watch.
effectively
Another one.
from the paint.
I can almost guarantee this is going to be a pick for him to roll out.
Harris looking it over. The pass to Plumlee. Down low. And O'Quinn sends it back. And they're able to recover. Harris misses.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Bucket is good. And it's a 12-point 76ers lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Morris
I
into
can't
the
fucking
lane.
stay with him.
Here's Porter.
I cannot
And he
stay
gets
in
the
front of
whistle.
him,
Two
like
free throws
whatsoever.
coming up.
If I let off left trigger to hit turbo to run and stay in front of them, they just blow right past me. If I hold left trigger and try to use clamps to stay in front of them, they just blow right past me. If I fucking pull my dick out and piss on their goddamn feet, they'll blow right past me.
From him.
hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up.
It's
and he's
fucking
really
ridiculous.
He threw
How
good.
horrible they made
This is
defense.
it. It's from the charity stripe here in the second.
That's why
Joel
builds like this
Embiid.
don't
He's
work.
checked in for Kyle
Is it,
O'Quinn.
you can make as
And
many
among
threes as you
NBA
want. Look, I mean,
bigs.
seriously. I'm 7 for 10 from 3. I have 30 points in three-pointers. Not to mention 12 for 16 from field goal, and they're still within 10. Because the game is scripted to fucking keep it close.
He is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
For the three.
And of course, he does a little step drop.
No
I
good
didn't
from
tell
the
him to
Beast.
do. I didn't double
And
tap
so it's
there.
Porter
That was
bringing it up
literally
now
just
for
a
Denver.
pass.
It's a 10-point game. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Simmons inside, working on Plumlee. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Denver shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Murray with it, picked up by Harris. Murray, good. Murray's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, some good interior crucial points here as Murray's staying active in the paint.
Over to the left wing. They get it back. Harris.
What did I say?
Nice
What did I
feed from
say?
Porter.
That I was making way too many in the beginning? That was like a damn near perfect release. That was a full
That
bar.
shot.
Yeah, not easy.
Wide
to do
open
there,
full bar.
And that's a
No,
guy
not a
that you
chance.
can tell takes
Because
every
I'm telling you,
possession
I was
defensively.
right. In the
Very
beginning, it
serious.
let me make way
And
too
so
many.
it's
It's got to
Philadelphia
even out my percentages.
holding
You
on
watch,
to
by the end of the game, I'll be
into
back
the
down to like
They're
50%.
feeling very confident, shooting the ball
If
with
that.
great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action after this word. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our
It
State
means
Farm
your skill
assistant
or
game.
lack thereof or
And
anything
the
in between
definition
does
of
not mean a
teamwork right
fucking
there, guys.
thing
I mean,
in this
what
game.
great communication between
Because
them.
it's just scripting
and
when
what
everything
beautiful
happens.
The coaches talk
It
about
doesn't
all
matter
the
what
time,
I do.
but
It
to
doesn't
be
matter
able
if I
to play
shoot
with
covered.
that
It
kind
doesn't
of
matter
feel,
what I do.
nice play,
I'm
collaborating,
just along for the
improvising,
fucking ride.
and organic.
Pretty much the story.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. We've got Monte Morris, Plumlee out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Like, I'm not touching left stick.
Plumlee
Why is
trying
my
to
guy
break
jumping
loose.
all over?
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Here we go.
Tries again. Ben Simmons with the rebound.
That's a shot
I
there.
literally
Did not
can do
expect him to
nothing
miss
about
from
that.
that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60%
Like, if I get
from that.
screened
Not
whatsoever,
the kind of aggressive
there's nothing
defense
I
they
can do about
need to cut into the lead.
even my
Yeah, you
pure
have to
lockdowns, I've
protect the
noticed
rim,
with
Greg, a
fucking,
little better.
Good
God
job
damn
to
it, I cannot
recognize
stay
the
with them.
opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Like, it's not even a question of skill. My guy's just nowhere
Here's the
near
Beast,
fast
covered
enough
by
to stay.
Morris. Here's Harris. That
I
shot
don't
misses.
understand why.
Nice D
He's
from
like
Porter.
6'5".
It's
Like,
3-on-3
why
on the
is he
fast
not
break. Here's Murray. Here's Jokic.
At 6'10", 250 pounds. That's a big man out there, and he uses his size to draw the contact there. Nice job by him.
That free throw missing.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there,
That's the point.
and he just moves the guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots, just on found in that center position.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Embiid dishes to
Oh
Simmons.
my God, learn how to pass fucking ball. Jesus Christ, Simmons.
Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's Beasley on the wing. Floats one.
that
It
was
falls for his
beautiful.
7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Yeah, it's not like we're up 10, so you got to
Look
start
what
giving up
Jokic has
points.
so
like
many
what I've been
tools
saying.
at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Nah, I knew that's what was about to happen.
Morris
My
looking
guy's
over
just,
the
like,
floor.
jumping back and
There's the
forth.
3, and it's Beasley. That time in the assist by
Like, I
Morris.
find that, like, I'm not actually
Morris has got
moving my
assist
guy.
number
What I'm
8
trying to
now
do is
on the night.
correct the moves that, like,
The
the
Beast
automatic
passes to
do.
Simmons. Here's the Beast from past the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Got a hand on it.
Push me back down to 50%.
Embiid against Jokic.
It won't matter. This is a 99 3-pointer.
And they double up Embiid.
Fuck, the
Inside.
center. Look how fast the center is. Like his ability to just stay right on.
Here's Richardson.
All that.
No good on the shot. Now Denver takes it the other way.
Yeah, I can't stay in front of my man
Now
whatsoever.
Porter. Here's Jokic.
Now they got me on a
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Pretty fundamentally sound, and Jokic does a great job of keeping his
Watch,
balance
they'll have
there
me
after
guard to
contact.
guard, and then they'll have a center or a power
Millsap's
forward
checked
guarding
in for
me.
Plumlee. Will Barton comes in for Porter. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. Free throw, no good for Jokic. You know, Brent, passing is just one of the many things that Jokic does well on the floor.
Well, it doesn't look pretty at times, and there's not a ton of athleticism, but the cerebral play
What did I
of
fucking
Jokic,
tell you?
and then for teams to try to prepare Kevin,
And then, of course, right off the bat, I
defensively,
switched directly
for a
back
team
to their fucking
offensively
shooting
that
guard
plays from a point
position,
center.
so
That's
I
a
can
bit
get
of a
more
mind job,
done.
night in and night out.
What the
Denver's
fuck?
done such a great job of
I'm
accentuating
telling you, the whole
skill
goddamn
set.
game
They
is
pull
scripted
Jokic.
against me. And not in a, like, competitive...
Murray outside.
God damn it. I tell you, I
Looking
can't
to
stay
end
with
his
these
cold
guys.
spell.
I just can't fucking...
A level of engagement that Horford brings on the defensive end every night is impressive. Terrific block there. Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it. And he's got a lot to do
The only
with
thing
the
I can
position
fucking do
that
is
they're
hope-
in a
hopefully
very
hit
smart
step back
offensive
threes.
performance
That's all I
tonight
fucking
from him.
Murray
Passes
outside.
are getting ripped left and right. I can't do anything on defense. Like,
Pass to
every time they
Jokic.
touch the ball, they're just looking crazy.
Now here's Barton.
I mean, you realize anybody who can read a basketball play can see that they're playing isolation against me.
It's hauled in by
The
the
entire fucking
76ers.
game, they've been playing isolation.
They've led by as many as 14 points. Following this one, they get to host the
Great job,
Hornets.
guys.
That'll be the
Great
first
job.
of 2 straight at home. Outside, Simmons.
Get off.
Pass to Horford.
By the way, if y'all are wondering what the actual problems are with your stamina running out so fast, that's why. Like, that's why I keep running. They all drain your stamina. Don't have the fucking badge. When you play, all drain your stamina just by touching you. And so that's your stamina. That doesn't happen when you're on them unless you have the badge.
Now, here's your
No, you're not forcing me again, dude. Are you fucking serious? This is me stealing the ball. That's me like spamming square. That's don't even foul. You just sit there and like swat the air.
Completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Horford finds Simmons.
I can't get away. Look at this. And look at my stamina. You see what I'm talking about? Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not touching anything. He just sits on me and drains my stamina. That's number 20. Last night. Jamal Murray. Well, there you go. For some reason, Jamal Murray is at the center position right now. Oh, yeah. I forgot what the fuck I was doing. We're going to go look at his badges, right? Well, of course, he's got some fucking insane-ass badges for an 83 overall. But No fucking defensive badges. He sure as fuck does not have brick wall. Why is he draining my stamina when he's standing on me? Why the fuck? Brick wall increases effectiveness of screens and drains energy from opponents on physical contact. Why the fuck is every player who does not have that badge, who's an NPC, drains my energy on physical contact? Why? Why? Why even have the fucking badge in the game? It doesn't make sense. That's the whole guy. Limit fucking.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
But they'll get another chance.
I don't even have an effect. I don't even have a fucking effect.
Yeah, Jokic.
Smart plays there, collects the offensive rebound, very alert, and cleans up the mess.
Here's Embiid. Offensive rebound. It's deflected. Here's Horford. The Nuggets
Feels like a scripted fourth quarter. It's about a 10-point game.
by the Beast.
Well,
Bad shot from the mid-range, but D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And Horford wide open. He shoots. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket. 15 shot attempts.
it's exactly a 10-point game.
Guys can consistently
Watch.
step out there and knock
Jump shots. Al Horford spaces the court like few others his size.
Millsap kicks to Barton. All 3 off the mark.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't
yet.
Simmons.
I was like pushing towards the rim the entire time. It like sucked me over to him so he could defend me.
Pressure he put on that shot.
What the fuck, man? Great defense, Embiid. Way to stay on. Like it's a 10-point game. Oh, it's not a 10-point game anymore.
sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Eyes the hook. He feeds it to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got 10 points in just the second half. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver, trailing by 10. Simmons against Barton.
To be like one of the elite defenders in the fucking.
The shot is long. Philadelphia's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. To the paint.
The ball like way before I got there. They wait until he gets on me and then they pass it to me. Great job.
Another good
Great
play.
fucking job.
This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about.
Please tell me it's over. Please tell me it's fucking over. Jesus Christ. Oh no, I gotta wait and sit here for the last 5 seconds that have nothing to do with me. And I have to sit there and watch them. God forbid it's a tie game when they do this to you. You can literally sit here for 5 minutes just waiting. And you can't do anything. You can't sim forward, you'll lose all your stuff. You literally have to sit through it. It's fucking ridiculous. It's just more throttled bullshit so they can keep you on the fucking server.
They stood tall and
So they can tell their fucking financial guys that, oh, our numbers are up. That's because it takes an hour to pay a 20-minute game.
This is Kevin Harlan saying, thanks for watching.
And what's sad is that was actually like a really good game for this guy. Like 6,000 on shooting badges, that was actually really good for this guy. So you can imagine what a bad game is like when I have to face like John Moran or one of those guys. Irvin or any of those guys. Like they just destroy me the entire fucking game and there's literally nothing I can do about it. Like I know how to play defense. I have pure lockdowns. And if you don't know how to play defense, you don't need to go watch a YouTube video or anything. Just go make a pure lockdown. They automatically will do animations that you're supposed to do. So it teaches you like what you're supposed to be doing. So when you play on the player that's not a pure lockdown, you know like, okay, I need to be doing this and like he's going to move this way or whatever. I know that sounds stupid, but it makes sense. If you play a pure lockdown, you know what I'm talking about. Pure lockdowns will just automatically do what they're supposed to do. And I love if you support your teammates, the fans hate you. I lost 500 fans because I supported my teammates. And then, of course, 10 minutes of fucking interviews. And I don't want to do. I mean, give us an option to turn them off, 2K. Like, last year at least made sense. Like, your first playthrough, you couldn't skip cutscenes. And then your second playthrough, you could skip all the cutscenes you wanted, you were fine. Why not do that again here? Like, why are they... Like, they allow us to skip cutscenes, but they're giving us the same ones 1,000 times over. It's fucking horrible, man. Ugh, and I've learned my lesson here. Draw is trash unless you're using Gold or Hall of Fame. I've learned that. There's literally no difference. There's a difference in the shot, but there's no difference in how fast the NPCs will close out on you. You can't get the shot off any faster. So it does you no good. And then difficult shots, I have not seen it perk one time. That was the second badge I... activate. The only two badges I have seen activate whatsoever is Deadeye and Range Extender. On any shooting build I have made, those are the only two badges that actually... Even Catch and Shoot. Go test it. Catch and Shoot hardly ever actually activates. I don't know why. I think it has something to do with if the guy that's passing to you is actually moving, then it doesn't count. I don't fucking know. This game... God damn, dude. I'm like, that was one fucking game, and I'm so stressed right now that, like, I feel like I need to, like, smoke a cigarette and, like, take a chill. Because I'm so stressed out after that one fucking game. And it's not, like I said, it's not a skill. I won the fucking game. It's not a skill thing. I'm not out there just getting my ass kicked. It's the shit that there's nothing I can do about. Like I said, like during the game, when they're fucking spamming me, either a point guard who's 10 times my size, or they just do the pick and roll bullshit over and over again, not to get an open shot, literally just to switch to get my little 6'1" ass or 6'2" or whatever I am on an 8-foot center. And that way they can just spam me inside. The whole game is just a fucking spam. It's like, I don't get it, man. It's like if you took a boxer, right? Somebody wants to be a boxer. And they're in the ring, right? And you're like, okay, you want to be a boxer, no problem. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We want you to be a boxer, so you gotta pay us to be a boxer, right? It's gonna cost you $1,000 to be a boxer. Oh, you want to be a decent boxer? Oh no, that's $2,000. $2,000 for a decent boxer. Okay. So you give them your $2,000, right? And then you get in the fucking ring and they tie your hands behind your goddamn back. Oh, you said you wanted to be a tough boxer. Well, you can't actually swing if you want to be tough. Okay, well, I want to be able to swing. And then the first time you get hit, it's lights out. Because guess what? If you want to be able to swing, you can't be tough. That's what this fucking game is. And on top of all that, they put you in a ring with fucking Pacquiao. That's what the fuck this game does. It literally takes twice the money it should, ties your hands behind your back, and then puts you against fucking 80 overalls, 75 overalls, who have fucking crazy high stats compared to you. Not to mention, like, we looked at what's his name, who was an 83 overall. Do you see how many fucking badges that dude had? Holy shit. He's an 83. I want to go look at that. He's an 83 overall. I bet he has more badges than we can even get. I will bet money that the dude has more badges than we can even fucking get. It was the Nuggets, right? Denver Nuggets, Jamal Murray. Okay, well, here now suddenly he's an 84 overall. But okay, 84 overall, right? An inside scoring, playmaking, three-point shooter. Floor spacing slasher. He's only 6'4". He's a little bitty point guard, just like me. Look at these fucking badges, man. He's got a full setup of inside finishing badges. 84 overall. God damn. I don't even think if you were a pure fucking sharp with 30 upgrades that you could have that many badges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 24, 27, 30, 33. You cannot make this build if you're a pure sharp and put every fucking badge into shooting. That's not to mention that he has all of this, and they just didn't give him any defense because, fuck, it's 2K20. Who needs defense? It doesn't work anyways. I hate this fucking game. I have done a lot of reviews over video games, over video game controllers, over a lot of stuff. Like even like my Scuff review. I was very negative in that. I did not hate the Scuff. I just wasn't happy with the purchase. I fucking hate 2K. I have literally grown like internal hate for this game, like racist fucking hate. If 2K was a type of people, I would outwardly say that I was racist towards it. I really would. I have so much fucking hate in me in this game. Like my thought process at this point, it's ludicrous. It's fucking ludicrous. Like, I know I'm thinking insane. Because, like, I think about it, like, when I hear shit about, like, Ronnie 2K and stuff like that, I'm like, if I ran into that dude in the street, I wouldn't talk shit. I wouldn't tell him how bad his game. I'd literally curb stomp his fucking ass. I want to see his teeth go down the back of his throat. That's how much hate I fucking have for this game. Man. Oh! And if I didn't have YouTube to vent, man, I guarantee you I would have hurt somebody by now. Like, this is my own problem. This is not 2K's problem. But anybody who knows my channel knows I'm a disabled veteran. I have PTSD, dysmorphia, and aggressive compulsive disorder. When I get mad, shit goes bad. And I'm telling you, I thank you, YouTube. Thank you guys so much for letting me vent to you guys. I get some people that come in the videos and they hate on me or whatever, that's fine. But I get some of y'all sometimes that are like, hey, we love these videos or whatever, or like it's good to, you know, somebody's actually going back against them. I really appreciate those comments, guys. They let me know that I know I'm just bitching to myself, but somebody's listening. You know what I'm saying? Because this is, I mean, I don't know. I think I've said it before. I've never had a video game that I actually felt hate for. I have plenty of games that I do not like. Like, I won't play COD Modern Warfare anymore. I played the fuck out of that when it first came out. And I kept playing it, and I couldn't figure out, why am I not getting any better? Like, I max leveled twice. 2 seasons in a row, I went to 155. I just couldn't play it anymore because I'm like, I'm not getting any better. And then a friend of mine explained to me, no, it's skill-based matchmaking. You never will get any better because every time you get a little bit better, it's going to matchmake you against other people who are better. And it's like, oh, well then there's no point in playing the game. I ain't mad about that. I think it's fucked up. I think they ruined their game for the average player. But I'm not mad about it because I could still go play the game. The game is playable. This is not fucking playable, 2K. It's literally not. And I don't mean in a sense that, oh, you can't beat the game. I just fucking won a game. It's not a skill gap thing that makes it unplayable. It's not the spams that you can do with the dribble moves, or like maybe you make too many shots or you're shooting in people's face. Oh my god, fucking park guys. Shut your fucking holes, man. Just because somebody fucking breaks your ankles and scores on you, you gotta cry like a little sissy bitch to get 2K to fucking patch everything, so those of us that only play my career can't have any fun now. The last thing they patched, that double behind the back bullshit, that was the last fucking move we had that actually works against NPCs. That's why you see me throughout that whole game, I'm doing the same thing over and over again. Over and over again, it's one of 3 things. It's either a pull-up pass, it's a quick little step and try to get a step back 3, or it's a pass in and run to one of the corners and then do a circle around the entire thing. That's the only fucking 3 things you can do because it's the only 3 things that fucking work. If you try to dribble, they strip the ball. If you try to play straight up offense, and your guys won't rotate. If you try to call plays before you're a fucking 90 whatever when they let you actually pick your plays, the plays they give you are the worst fucking plays in the game. It's, oh my god, dude. Like, it's hate. It's hate. And you know what? I truly don't believe, to get on a psychological level, I really don't believe you can derive this much fucking hate out of something that doesn't have a lot of hate put into it. And so that tells me that the developers, the people who actually made this game, and I'm not talking about Ronnie Faggot 2K or Mike fucking Wang, because those guys are just figureheads. They don't do a goddamn thing. Neither one of them are lead developers. They don't make any fucking decisions whatsoever. All they are is a fucking shield that 2K puts up so you and me hit them and not 2K. So 2K can slide out the back door and resell the same shit the next year and do the same thing all over again. Tell me how many fucking community managers we've gone through. Tell me how many fucking of these people, these Mike Wangs, these people, they got the girl, the hot-ass girl who was in the 2K videos. She quit and wouldn't even really say why she quit. We all know why she fucking quit. And then what do you do, 2K? You don't find somebody else who actually knows about basketball like she did. No. You just go find the hottest bitch you can find. That's what you did. And you can tell that chick knows nothing about basketball. You can tell, like, when she's doing her little interviews and stuff, the questions she asks, and, like, even the way, like, she was doing an interview with Ben Simmons, and she's, like, flirting with him the whole fucking time. She asked him, like, some basketball questions, and Ben is just sitting there looking at her like, huh? Like, you can tell he's trying to figure out the best way to, like, keep her in it. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. And they only do that because they know that sells games. Everything about this game is made to sell games. None of it is made for you to enjoy them. And then I found out something else too, just to add this in, and I'll probably wrap it up with this because I've been ranting for a while. I think I've made my fucking point. I mean, anybody who watched the game I just played saw it's the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm not talking about what I'm doing. I'm talking about the NPCs. I can't control them. No matter how I play, it's not going to control what the NPCs are doing when they're on offense. I can only react. That's why offense almost always wins out over defense, is because defense is reactionary and offense is a positive reaction. I forget how it's explained. Coach used to explain it to us. But that's the reason, like, don't feel bad if you lose on defense in a real game, is because 99% of the time, they know what they're doing before you do. So, like, you can only react. Makes sense. I'm reacting in this game to them doing the same fucking thing over and over and over and over and over again. And my God, like, how many times can you set the fucking pick and roll and put an 8-foot center on my 6'1" point guard and me be like, yeah, no, I'm totally fine with this. I love it when this happens. Just keep doing it, 2K. Because this feels just like real basketball. It's not like I live in Texas, right? It's not like if I really wanted to go out and just get my little white fucking ass handed to me on a basketball court, I have a couple courts right down from the house where the brothers play at, and trust me, they would be just fine with handing a little white boy his ass. It's fucking garbage, 2K. I didn't pay you as much money as I fucking paid you, which I'm not even talking about the $100. Anybody who watches my channel knows how many builds I have. It's fucking sick at this point. I didn't pay you all this money to be the white boy getting his fucking ass kicked. And that's what I feel like every time I fucking play this game. And I know I'm throwing race in there, and I probably shouldn't be, guys, and I'm sorry for that, because it doesn't matter. I mean, I made a little Iverson build, and I did a video on it where he looked just like Iverson and all that. And it was the same fucking thing. Its color has nothing to do with it. It's fucking just the game is scripted and broke, and it's so goddamn hateful. It's so goddamn hateful. It really is. And I do not understand how this keeps happening. That's what I should really wrap this video up with, guys, is I have no idea how this keeps happening. 2K has done this to us every year since 2016. And I'm sorry, a lot of us would say even farther back than that. The last 2K I really remember enjoying, I don't even know what year it was. It was the year when Iverson was in it. And it was the first year that they gave us Blacktop. Because I remember playing Blacktop against my friends, and I got to use Iverson, and I had a ton of fun. I do not remember having real fun in a 2K game since then. And I seriously think that was like 2001 or something like that. Like, that was a long fucking time ago. What are we doing here? It's year after year. And I know I started with the 2K16 thing because that's what most people say. Most people's last, like, good remembrance of 2K was 2K16. Honestly, I hate to tell you guys this, it's because you're young. It's because you're young and you didn't experience 2K before all this. 2K16, in my opinion, not much better than this. It's a little bit better because it's funner. It's more of a video game than whatever the fuck this is. but it's really not that much better. If you haven't played the original 2Ks with like Iverson and shit like that, way back when they first started, back when NBA Live, I remember Live 09 was like the last time that NBA Live was like a real big game, and it was still like the primary basketball game. And 2K took over right after that. Go back to the days when NBA Live was number one. 2K was trying to compete, and I think this is an important point to end it on. Back then, 2K had competition, so they had to release good games, and people loved them. That's why we buy 2K games today. We don't buy 2K20 because 2K19, 18, and 17 were total trash, but hey, maybe they'll get it right this year. No, we buy it because 20 years ago we enjoyed this shit and we're still reaching for that. Or you're a younger kid, maybe even 2K16 was your game and you're still reaching for that. We're not getting it, guys. We're getting farther and farther away, and like I said, at this point, the game is just hate. That's all it is. You can't tell me that the devs don't make this game and are sitting there going, I can't even imagine their thought process. It has to be negative as fuck. It has to be, how can we screw over the players at this point? I literally think they go through the entire career of a game and say, okay, at what points can we screw the players over? Because they do it all over the place throughout this entire game. Everything from the stats, from NPC stats not matching the builds that we can have in the game, to the fact that the builds are restrictive as they are, to the fact that shooting is 100% scripted, to fucking stealing away all of our dribble moves, not to mention anything else that worked in the game. They took all that away. Not to mention the VC. We don't even need to get back into that. What else can we go on? I mean, I could literally go on for probably an hour just listing off things that are fucked up in this game. And it goes down to the minute details. Go in the goddamn gym and get 14 on the barrels. Get 14 jumps on the barrels. If you can do it, if you can fucking do it, I will give you my YouTube channel. You can fucking have it. You can take it over. It's got almost 300 subs. Good start for anybody who wants to do YouTube. If you can get 14 on the fucking barrels, it's yours. You can't do it. I've tried it with every build, and I've gotten it perfect before. 13 with 3 seconds. It's not enough to get the fourth one. You cannot get 4 stars. You have to have 14 to get 4 stars. It's broke. It's just down to those little bitty minute details. The game is just broke as fuck. Name me one patch that they've released this entire year that has actually fixed stuff that was actually broke in the game. Without, and we'll put in this too, without breaking it in another way or taking something else away from us. There's nothing. There's nothing. They have done nothing to improve the quality of life of this game. Every single patch, every single thing that they have done in this game has been to either stop people from being able to get free VC, stop people from being able to level up faster, which is ridiculous. Their marketing people are fucking stupid. I'm sorry, but they're fucking stupid. So what happens if I can create a build? I still got to spend $50 on it, right? I still got to level it up. But I can get all the badges and push it to 99 in a week instead of 6 months. You know what happens? I make another fucking build because I can do it again. And who knows how many builds throughout the year I will do, because it only takes like a week to give them up to level. And you know what? I've already got a point guard. I've already got a small forward. I've already got a center. Let's make a shooting guard, right? You want every position, especially park players. Park players would go nuts with this. They would all want to have every position that they want to play covered, and that way no matter what team they played on, they'd be like, oh, I got that guy. Let me load up my other player. 2K is literally cutting their profit margin because they don't want us cheating. That's insane. That's fucking insane for a company that is monopolized as 2K is. It's nuts. It makes no sense. And it just more and more tells you 2K doesn't do anything based on what's good for the player, and I don't think they really even know what's good for themselves. I don't know. I'm at the point at this point I really feel like I need to do some research. That's what I need to do. I need to find out who owns 2K. Because I have a feeling that there's been some some new ownership somewhere along the lines, and instead of having like a business guy who's like, okay, we need, and like a code writer type who's like, okay, we need to do this and this, we need to raise the quality of life because we're losing money here and here, and like he's looking at all these factors. I think they got some thug asshole in there is what they got, and he's just like, find me all the ways you guys can screw over the player and make us money. And when you do that, when you look at something so negative and from a very singular point of view, you miss all the outside angles. And I think that's why they missed the angles like, hey, if we could level up our player crazy fast, we'd probably make another one. Duh. Like, that's not even a hard thing to come up with, but they didn't think of it. Because they're so focused on getting you to spend money on that first player. It's 2K's fucking themselves. They really are. They are fucking themselves. Every step of the way. And I don't know. I don't even see an ending to it. I really don't. I do not see an ending to it. Because what's going to happen next year? The same shit. Assholes like Jack Build and those guys are going to be like, we're boycotting the game, just like they did this year. And then a month before the game comes out, oh wait, if I boycott the game, it's going to kill my YouTube channel. And so they fucking start coming out with all the new games coming out, and they fix this, and they fix that, and they fix this, just like they did this year, new parks and all this shit. And then when we actually get the game, guess what? Same fucking shit. They have to put new parks in for the next year because of the hell it raised this year. But I want to remind you of something. At the beginning of this year, Ronnie 2K was tweeting about affiliations and talking about them as if they were going to be in this game. Guess what's happening all over again? We're less than 6 months out from the next one. Guess what? Guess what we're talking about? Affiliations. They're just talking about the exact same shit that was supposed to be in this one. Oh, we got all new parks, and they hadn't decided whether or not they're going to do like a huge park area with a bunch of different areas, or they're going to do a bunch of different parks like they did in 16. They hadn't figured that out yet. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? We're like, well, literally we're like, what, 6-7 months out from release from, because the game always releases in September. This is what, February? So we're literally like 6-7 months out. And you hadn't even figured out what's in the game yet? Oh yeah, no, I'm sure 21 is going to be great. And it's going to be on a brand new platform that nobody's tested yet? Oh yeah, that's going to be awesome. Dude, like, am I the only one? Like, put 2 and 2 together, guys. It equals 4. Like, there's no question here. Like, it's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. And like I said, the same YouTubers who were on 2K's dick at the beginning of this year, but right before that were calling for boycotts and shit, are going to do the exact same thing. And yes, I mentioned Jack Bill directly by name because he is the flat out, like, worst perpetrator of this whole thing. Because he did like 3 months worth of boycott on this game just to come out with his build videos. And it was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? And it was hilarious too, because he went from like 50,000 subscribers up to like, I think he went up to like almost over 100. And then he, like, the minute he started making 2K love videos again, he dropped back down to like 80, 90,000. So like people were like, what the fuck, man? And that's because, you know, I hate to say it because I am a YouTuber, but I'm not a content creator. Like, that's where people get it twisted. People like, they want to blame content creators for this and that, and I totally agree on most of it. But I don't do that like as stabbing anybody in the back. I'm not a content creator. I'm a live streamer. Everything I do on YouTube is live. Nothing is cropped. Nothing is cut. I don't have any, like, I don't put up a video saying, look, I'm a fucking pro at headshots, and then put up a bunch of clips of the last 1,000 hours of me playing and all the headshots I got. No, you can go look at my channel. I have headshot videos. I do the shit live. And if I miss, I fucking miss. But I do the shit live. I'm not a content creator. I'm a live streamer. It's much, much different. It really, I know it sounds stupid, but it's important that I make that separation, because it really is a separation. The content creators, especially 2K content creators, are one of two things. They're either lying to you or they've gone to other shit. And when I say gone to other shit, there's absolute proof. It was released today. Agent revealed his hair. Yeah, that's what we're to now. 2K is such a great game that the #1 2K YouTuber, Agent 00, and I'm in no way talking trash about this guy. I like his videos. Leave it at that. But he's releasing hair videos now because of how horrible this fucking game. There's no content. There's no content here for him to make it. He is a content creator. He can't just jump on the game and live stream. I mean, he can, but he's not going to grow his channel doing that. My channel's been around 300 subs, 250 to 300 for about 2 years now. Because I do the same thing. I just do live streams. And I don't do it to try and grow my channel. I do it to have fun. I enjoy doing it. It's a place where I can rant and rave and play video games and whatever. He's an actual content creator. And he cannot come up with content for this game because there is none. And that's why I'm saying content creators are doing one of two things. They're either lying to you. Well, I say one of three things. They're either lying to you, they're doing something completely different just to try and keep their channel alive. I don't think Agent's really going to have a problem with that. But it's sad to see him doing hair videos. I don't care how funny they are. It's fucking sad to see when I log onto his channel to see basketball videos or information about 2K, and I get a fucking video about his hair. Like, I just don't care. Maybe it's just me. Whatever. And then the only other thing they're doing is they just left. They've just left the game. And we've seen that from some of the biggest 2Kers in history, like over the last 3-4 years. Guys that got huge on doing 2K have just left the game. Or they've completely changed their channel. Go look at Phantom's channel. Phantom's channel went from being like a 2K player and like playing Park and all that stuff to now all he makes is 2K hate videos. It's like, 2K is like, I don't even know what they're doing. I really don't know what they're doing. I don't know what their intention is. I don't know what their end goal is. I have to assume there's so much money on the line that it's just that I'm too dumb to understand it. That's the only thing I can figure. It's gotta be, right? And I'm okay with that. If I'm too stupid to understand what they're trying to do here and that they actually are growing their fan base and that I know they're making more money. I know this is the highest selling 2K of all time this year. Last year was the highest selling 2K of all time. 18 was not. 17 was. 16 was. Like, it's every year is the highest selling 2K of all time almost. So they're doing something right. I just don't know what it is. I don't understand how they keep growing. I mean, Jesus Christ. Imagine if you went to McDonald's, right? And like all the advertisements all over the place said whole beef patties and 100% Angus and all this kind of shit. And then when you went in there, you see them pouring soybean out of a big fucking giant bag. And you're like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, well, that's what the burgers are really made out of. That's what 2K's done, is they advertised a bunch of bullshit, got us to buy this shitty-ass soy burger that has no real meat in it, no potatoes, no nothing. And they're getting us to do it every fucking year. And they're just false advertising, which, by the way, guys, anybody got a cool million sitting in their bank account that they can just throw away? Sue 2K. I guarantee you'll have 1,000 times that back. The problem is to get lawyers to actually go after 2K for what they've done will cost you about $1 million. They're going to want a big upfront fee. Not to mention however many hours they're going to spend on it and all that kind of stuff. It was flat out false advertising. There's no question about that. The problem is, the thing is, 2K knows that the average player especially has not got $1 million to spend on a fucking lawyer to go after them for this. It's taking advantage of the youth culture. They know that most people who are playing this game are youths or younger people who don't have a lot of money backed up. On top of that, probably don't have the knowledge from life experience to understand how to even go about something like that. It's really fucking sad. It's 2K taking advantage of us in every single way. So, I don't know, guys. I've been ranting long enough now, I guess. This went from like I said, I tried to start playing that game with the Sharp, and with like the first 5 minutes, I missed 10 threes in a row. And so I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm streaming this shit. And I'm going to call it out, right? Like, because that's all you can really do. You can't call 2K and say, hey, why did I miss 10 shots in a row when fucking 9 of them were wide open? 2K is going to be like, please put in a ticket. That's all they're going to fucking do. They're going to tell you to put in a ticket. And then they're going to ban you. I won't even call 2K. Like, I got banned back in 2K17 because I called 2K and, like, they gave me a runaround and I cursed the lady out. I don't even call them anymore because I know if I get on the phone with these faggots, I'm going to curse them out. I'm going to let them have it. Like, I know me. And yeah, that's happening. And so, like, I can't even call them and tell them there's something wrong. But no, that's why I started the stream in the first place, because 0-10 with a pure sharp with 95-3 with open shots. Like, I know what an open shot is. Clearly, I mean, I went 7 for 10 in the game I actually streamed. That's because it wasn't scripted. It was scripted, but it was scripted for me to make them instead of miss them. And it's because it doesn't matter if you're wide open. It doesn't matter what your release is. None of that matters. It's all whether or not the game thinks you should make it. It's scripted whether you should or shouldn't, and then it has percentages scripted on top of that. To make sure, like you saw in that last game, I shot 7 for 10, and ended up, I was up over, when the second quarter or the second half started, I was up over 80% three-pointer. And I said it right then. You can rewind the fucking video. I said it right at the end. I had 3 minutes left in the second, and I was like, watch. They're going to bring me down to 50%. What happened? I started missing everything. Wide open shots. It's because it had to bring that statistic back down to 50% because it is scripted to end the game with those stats at a very, within a certain range. It doesn't want to let you go in and shoot 90% from the three. So it doesn't matter. That's the whole thing, is like when you start scripting the game, I get what they're doing. In a way, I think they're doing that to try and keep the games close, to keep the game more competitive, because the skill gap in this game, which I don't really think it's a skill gap, I think 90% of it has to do with the scripting in the game and the way the NPCs are overscaled. But there is a small skill gap in my career, guys. I'm not talking about Park. I don't want anybody jumping my case. I don't even play Park. I'm not talking about those guys. My only issue with them, like I said, is them bitching and moaning and crying because somebody did them wrong, and so they screw the rest of us. That's it. But in my career, it's literally like maybe 10% skill. The rest is fucking scriptedness. It's just scripted. Like, you can tell. Like, I have a shitload of builds from every different type of archetype, and literally every one of them, you can tell the strengths and weaknesses, and about 5 or 10 games in, you'll start to be able to recognize, oh, okay, so it's going to be this exact same game every fucking time. Because the NPCs are scripted to play a very certain way against your archetype, not to mention however the game's scripted to go. And it's just, it's so fucking ridiculous. This is why everybody's going two-way slashing playmaker. That's the reason, guys. It's not because nobody wants to be a sharp. It's not because nobody wants to be a pure playmaker and just break ankles. It's not because nobody wants to be a pure lockdown. It's because it doesn't make any sense this year to make any build except for a two-way slashing playmaker, because you get average defense, which means you can actually play defense somewhat. You get average ball handling, which is all you need. You don't need to, I mean, you can get it with speed boosting and all that at 6'5". You just got to make the arm span a little shorter. But you don't even need to do that, because speed boosting doesn't do anything anymore. They took away all the speed boosting moves. So, like, you can get the little speed boosting animation, but it'll only do it left or right, so the guy in front of you can just jump right over in front of you. It doesn't do anything. So, like, that's why, I don't even use my builds that have, 90-something ball control, because it's useless. And I'm wasting skills everywhere else. That's why, like I said, everybody's making two-way slashing playmakers. Medium defense, medium ball control. That's about all you can do. The shooting, a 65 overall 3, guess what? If you're wide open, you can hit all day with a 65 overall 3. Guess what? You can hit all day with a 95 overall 3 if you're wide open. If you're covered, you'll probably shoot about the same percentage with a 95 as you do with a 65. And it's because the game is scripted the fuck out of the shooting. So that's why people are making these two-way slashing playmakers. You don't need crazy shooting, and this build gives you everything else with enough of an ability to shoot to hit those open shots. And then, of course, you get 85 contact dunks and all that shit, which is actually kind of ridiculous. If you actually use the build a bit, you realize very quickly if you're not above 6'6", contact dunks don't actually activate. They don't actually activate until you get the badge, and then the badge will activate. The actual contact, the animations, because when you get contact dunks, when you have an 85 overall or higher, and you get contact dunks, you actually get different animations. The thing is, if you're a point guard under 6'6", the animations don't pop. They don't perk. They don't do anything. They don't even exist. Your guy will not do them. And you can go test this. Go make a 6'6" pure finisher, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, it's fucking nuts, the difference. A pure finisher can, even at 6'5", a pure finisher can literally just finish at the rim every single time. All you're doing is changing 5. You still have the exact same animations, the exact same contact dunks, all that shit at an 85 overall, but you can't do any of that. I don't know why. It's just the way 2K did it. And so that's why everybody's making that one fucking build. It's because it's the only build that makes any sense. You make a pure sharp, you all saw what happened. You give up all of your defense. You give up your ball control. I figure if I'm going to give up defense anyways, I just made this guy 6'1", so when he gets takeover, he can speed boost. I made him before they nerfed the behind the back. Now he's completely useless. Like, that was part of the reason making this stream. Is I realized, like, this guy's completely, totally useless now. And that's, I don't know. I'm losing my own train of thought, guys. I've been ranting for way too long now. I've tried to end the video multiple times. And I keep thinking about other stuff I want to talk to y'all about. But, I don't know. Hopefully somebody enjoyed this video. I just had to get some of this shit off my chest. And going 0 for 10 in that game and then going back in and going 7 for 10, like... I've done enough YouTube streams on 2K for people to know I'm not that good of a shooter. It's just scripted bullshit is all it is. And what I really wonder, you know, I made a video last year in 2K19 because 2K did this whole advertisement where the guys that were playing in the league were playing the exact same game we were playing. They didn't make that mistake this year. They actually put out statements and stuff this year saying that the 2K League is playing their own version of the game. It's a version of the game specifically made for the league. They say it at the beginning of every broadcast of the actual 2K League. They have to. Because people got mad last year because we literally were like, I did a video on it where I showed my like center having a little bitty guy shoot, and the ball, I showed the slow-mo where the ball actually went through his hand, and I mean through his palm. It was crazy. And it went in. It was a score. And I was like, how the fuck... like, how can somebody call themselves a professional gamer playing in the 2K League when shit like this is happening? And according to 2K, they're playing the exact same version we were. It made no sense. It makes no sense. And so that's why they do that. By the way, that's why they do that disclaimer this year. Every time you watch one of the 2K League broadcasts, you'll notice it. From now on, you'll notice it, I guarantee you, because I told you about it. That they always do that. This is a version of the game made specifically for the 2K League. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is, because they didn't spend any time on our fucking version. They gave us the exact same game we had last year, just changed a few little things, and probably spent all their time on the version that they're using in the 2K League that probably actually works. I gotta be honest, I just spit that shit off the top of my head. I hadn't even thought about that. That's probably exactly what happened this year. Because I noticed when they changed. I noticed when they started saying, hey... you know, this isn't the actual game. This is a version made specifically for the 2K League and all this kind of. They started putting the disclaimers on. I noticed when they did that, but it didn't click why, and it didn't. All the pieces didn't fall into place. But it actually kind of makes sense that they would have spent a shitload more time on the 2K League and the game they used for that than the game they sold to us, because and the reason they're probably not exactly the same is the league that actually works, where the players actually make sense, the stats make sense, all that stuff. Because you notice they never actually show us the stats. The only thing you're allowed to know about the 2K League players, about the actual players that they're using, are the names of the positions, like if he's a pure lockdown or a sharpshooter or whatever. I don't even think those are correct. I really don't, and here's why. What's his name? The Minnesota guy or whatever. He's a brand new 2K League. He just came in last year. I think they won the championship this year or something. I don't know. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. Damn it. Oh yeah. Okay. I was talking about builds. So his build's supposed to be a playmaking shot creator. Is the build he was using, and I was watching a game of him playing, and he was dunking like on people's heads. With a playmaking shot creator. Now I know that build. I have that build. I literally, I'm not fucking with you guys. I have that build, the exact build that he's supposed to be using in the 2K League. You ain't dunking. Not like that. It ain't happening. It is not happening, especially not being badge throttled like 2K says they're doing to the 2K League guys. So I don't think the builds that they're saying they're using are the actual builds we're getting. Let's see, where was it? There it is. No, that's pure playmaker. There it is. Playmaking shot creator. That's the build. Playmaking shot creator. Right? This is the build that I can't remember his name. I wish I could remember his name, but it's one of the 2K League guys that won the championship. He's been all over news. He talks a lot of shit, but this is the build that he was using in the game. You are not dunking on nobody's head. That is the highest dunk this guy can possibly have. You ain't dunking on nobody. So, I don't know, man. The builds are fucked up. The game's fucked up. The company's fucked up. And they've been fucked up for 4 years, and they're going to do it again next year. And like I said, it's going to be on a brand new platform. Like I swear it's like Obama trying to fix the VA. Like, the cars broke down, let's replace the driver. It's fucking idiots, man. And that's how I feel about 2K is literally their car, the engine is blown, and so they just keep replacing drivers is what they keep doing. And it just makes no sense. They haven't fixed anything the entire year. And everything they have done has just made shit worse and worse and worse. And I don't know. I don't know. I guess the final question, and I am going to wrap it up here, guys. I know I've said that multiple times, so I'm going to ask one last question, then I'm going to hang this shit up. In the comments, are you going to buy 2K21? And be honest, with all the horrific shit we've been through the last, 4 years, I want you to really think about that and then question yourself. Really think, are you going to buy 2K21? Because we all know, I know I could sit here all day and tell you there's no way I'm buying 2K21. Or I could sit here all day and I could say, well, I'm at least going to wait until the reviews come out. I won't pick it up until the reviews come out. Until people actually say, oh, shit has changed. We got new parks. We got new this, new that. But let's be honest. When I'm sitting there and the game's coming out in 3 hours and the pre-order's still on there and I'm sitting there looking at it and I'm bored, I'm probably going to pick that shit up. Because what's $50? You don't think. You don't think, ahead about what you're about to put yourself through. So you're like, what's $50, right? And then you buy the game and you get in and you're, oh shit, that's right, I got to give you another 50. All right, well, here's another $50. And then a week later, oh shit, I'm an idiot. I bought the game at launch, so I already spent $100 on it. And the build I made, they've already nerfed, so it doesn't work anymore. Fuck, here's another $50. And how many times are they going to do that throughout the season? How many times do they do it this season? Like I said, name me one patch that did anything but break shit. Name me one. I mean, it's so bad this year, they literally have to take stuff out of the game, Puma Mania and all this kind, because they can't do it, because they're so fucking illiterate at their own shit. They don't know how to make the game they're selling. So that's going to do it for me, guys. That's my final question is, are you going to buy it? I honestly want to know what the community is thinking. Is the community really thinking, nah, fuck no, we ain't touching this shit? Or, yeah, we'll probably buy this shit again and we'll go through this. Is the 2K drama what 2K is now? I guess that's really the question. Is the 2K drama all the hell that comes with this game? And I got to be honest, I do not think I've had fun playing this game one time this year. All that hell, is that what 2K is now? So it's like watching a soap opera. You're just waiting for some woman to shoot another woman because she's sleeping with his man or whatever. I don't know, whatever. With his man. I'm just saying, is that what 2K has become now? Is that what we're buying? We're okay with that. We want the drama. Is that where we're at? So that's my question. Are you guys picking it up? Let me know in the comment section. One last thing, don't make this build this way if you for any reason want to make this build. Don't make this build. I mean, it's a stupid build compared to 90% of the other ones. But if you do, give him the vertical. That was the biggest mistake I made with this guy, is I made him all speed because he had no speed. Because for some reason, if you put shooting on any build, it cuts their speed in half. I don't know why. I don't know what being able to shoot the ball has to do with your ability to run fast. But okay. Okay. Whatever. But yeah, if you're going to make this build, definitely make it with the vertical. That was my big mistake. But yeah, I'll leave you at that. I hope you guys enjoyed it somewhat. This was, I fucking hate 2K. I just fucking hate it.